Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the World with me, MUHerd37. So, we're up in Alaska. We're up in Homer, PAHO. And in this episode, we're going to be going down to Juneau. That's PAJN. I was thinking about going to Bella Coola straight from here, but it's actually like 900 and some miles. I'm not sure if we can even quite get there. I think our limit is like 800 and some. So I thought, we'll stop off at Juneau, and then on the next episode, I think we'll go down to Bella Coola and probably go from there, maybe down to Portland? I don't know. Something like that. Sounds good to me. Actually, I don't know why I put that yoke up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put the tank selectors. Move that all the way up. You can hear those birds are chirping. Man, it's turning into spring. Let's go ahead and throw our battery on. So it's the nav and the beacon. Avionics 1 comes on. Generator is on. Fuel boost. Like the starter. Move this up to a low idle. Make sure we don't go flying forward. Move a little bit. Move that all the way up. Turn off the starter and the fuel boost. You can see it's still moving just a little bit like that. Now she's just slowing back down. Avionics 2 is on. Looks good. Pitot heat. Prop auto heat. Alright, we'll come back up here. And let's hit up ATs. Actually, no, we gotta... There's no tower. Let's tune into the traffic here in just a second. Select a runway for takeoff, 4 and 22. I want to take off on 4. Announce our taxi. I'm going to set our altitude to 9,500. Alright, we might have... We're suggesting 13.5, which was kind of surprising. I don't... Because a lot of it will actually be over the ocean. We'll see. If we need to go any higher, we can. Technically, we have oxygen too, so if we want to be all technical about it, that we can't actually fly that high. Take a little look outside. Yeah, you can see just a couple planes, and there's one over to the right. There's a couple behind us. I thought when I came here one time that this place was absolutely stocked full of planes. So I'm kind of I don't really know why there doesn't seem to be any more planes. It wouldn't be World of AI because this is an Orbex airport and they have their own planes, their own static planes and everything. So I don't know why that would why there would be some problem. Or maybe there isn't, I don't know. Let's go ahead and hit up ATC. By the way, everything is in extremely dense, clear to the right for the scenery. We're going to be flying, as you can see, to the east.
Papa Alpha Hotel Oscar traffic. Cessna taking off runway 4 departure.
Landing lights, strobe. Flaps. Alright, so we can go ahead and get on out of here. We'll just do a rolling takeoff as well. Let's go ahead and put our heading. I'll put it at 40 CDI. Alright, so it'll follow the GPS. And we'll head on out of here. Should have plenty of runway from here. Alright, not quite full power. She's fighting me. She wants to go right. I'm just trying to hold her back. There's 80 knots right there. Go ahead and rotate. love how this plane gets up so quick. Gets up to speed quick and get up so quick. Doesn't need a whole lot of airspeed to get up in the air. Go ahead and retract the flaps. Bring the nose down just a little bit. Airspeed up a little bit. Alright, we'll take a look outside as soon as we get the autopilot on. Autopilot. Use the nav. At vertical speed, we're going to climb up to, like I said, 9,500. And we're going to climb at about 1,000 feet a minute. That's what we usually do. You see, there are mountains over there, but we should be able to get over them without too much of a problem. Just a nice little airport. Bye-bye, Homer. On the way home, we are getting quite close. It's a great view. Great view. Check the actual distance. Wow, 604. I believe FlightSim Commander was saying it was 400 or 500 or something. No, it was not 600. That's just insane. Thank God I didn't take any fuel out. I left it at 100%. Sometimes I do take fuel out on these flights, and sometimes I don't. This looks like it was a good decision not to. Right, so these mountains over here are our main concern. We're at 2,000 feet now, climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. I think we should be able to get over them without too much of a problem. So we're climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. We can actually go ahead and increase the thrust a little bit. We can actually increase our rate of climb as well. Increase power. I think 1,200 feet a minute should be easy for this plane. Let me put it back down to 1,200. Hey, sometimes it moves like in 100 increments of 100. She'll be able to maintain airspeed just fine with that climb. Let's see what it even says about the time. 3:47, 3:45. I'm guessing when we get up to speed, maybe probably less than 2.5 hours or so. It's a really good view. Or really good view. Really good looking scenery, even though it is so snowy. But it's becoming springtime, so things are changing. Down at Juneau, I was looking a little bit ago. It's actually pretty much snow-free except for up in the mountains. The rest of it's all nice green grass and everything. I was actually testing out the TriStar not too long ago. I'm gonna hopefully get him back into that in air holler. And I was just happened to be out in Juneau messing around with that plane. Go ahead and back this. Thin it out a little bit, lean it out. This is technically the right term, not thin it out. Same difference. Yeah, we'll get over those mountains just fine. See what she says now. 3:24, yeah. Maybe 2 hours, maybe a little bit over. It's still a good distance for this flight. Like, I'm so glad we're not going to Bella. I don't think we'd make it. This FlightSim Commander said it was 400 or 500 miles from there, so Juneau was kind of like almost a midway point, so I don't think we'd be able to get there at all. Move the heading over. Alright. I shall go ahead and speed it up, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Terrain.
Alright, everybody, just
Terrain.
slowing it down. Yeah, we're getting the terrain warnings, but we're over it. Alright, so back to 700 feet a minute. You can see we're about 24 miles out now. So they hit up the airport list. They do have a tower. Let's see what they say. I know one runway is runway 8. I would love to come straight in on runway 8. Hopefully that's what they give us.
Juneau Tower, Cessna is 20 miles west with helo to land. Cessna, Juneau Tower, fly straight in, runway 8, altimeter 2992.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that.
Straight in, runway 8, Cessna.
Set the altimeter. I'm going to go ahead and move that to full rich. And slow down a little bit. And we really don't need to do any procedures or anything, as you can see. I mean, we're coming straight in. Go down here to map. So it's not flashing. Oh no, it is flashing still. Alright, so we'll take the traffic off. That's kind of nice. That maybe that's how you can shut up TCAS or whatever. Alright, so we just gotta take those off. Alright. So 19 miles out and we're at 4,400 feet. 43. We'll let this go down to 2,800. Actually, 2,500 is fine. We'll take it to 2,500. And I believe it's right over in here for runway 8. A lot of the passenger jets, I think, come in around here, and there's actually flashing lights that guide you in on the turn. I think it tries to say that there's ILS and everything on the approaches, but I don't know that there actually is ILS. I'm not totally sure. I'm thinking there's... maybe, I can't remember if SSR is the VOR. There's some VOR around here that takes you to it. SSR is one of the... they use that a lot on the SID and the Stars, I believe, around here. We can go ahead and speed this up a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of like the season change around here, because you see a lot of green and just the white up in the mountains, all the snow. I guess they're counting that as springtime, which it is mid-March. I'm not sure if that's the runway or not. It'll come straight in. But you might be able to see when we get closer the flashing lights that come around here the way you come in. Because I know coming in, the way we're going to come in, there's actually a mound right there, that mound. We can actually... you know what, let's try this. Switch it over to heading. And if we go over here, maybe we can do it the other way. Because see that mound, you have to then drop your altitude really quick by doing it that way. So I think the way they come in, you'll see flashing lights come around here. Let me drop the altitude just a little bit. See, I can't remember exactly where the flashing lights, if it comes over this little island or if it's that one. One thing we do need to do is slow this down. Let's head back over to the left a little bit. So I'm not seeing the lights. Let's come way over here. I'm also worried about our altitude, because I'm not sure exactly what our altitude needs to be. I thought I just saw the flashing lights over here. Acknowledge that.
Cleared to land, runway 8, Cessna.
There are also PAPI lights here. Get that off. Make sure that we are at normal speed. Huh, I'm not seeing the flashing lights bringing us in. Autopilot's coming off. Yaw damper, you're off. Heading towards the runway. Need to be over to the left a lot. I think to see those flashing lights. I don't understand why, because I didn't see them on another time when I was working. Right there they are. Just barely seeing them going right there. Alright, let's bring back the throttle here. We're actually way too high because we ended up so close to the airport. Didn't mean to get that close. See, I wish I had track IR. Track IR would make this so much easier. I could just look to the right and find the runway. Kind of doing this blind right here. Yeah, see, yours actually, I think, supposed to be over to the right here. Yeah, see, I couldn't pick them up when I was. That's the path you actually follow. I don't know why I couldn't pick them up there. Because like I say, if you come up right over this mound, then you got to drop your altitude really quick. It's not that hard in this kind of a plane, but in a passenger jet, I don't think you'd want to do that. And there are, I think, VASI lights. I don't see them right now. You know, there they are. So you just don't make a straight-in approach. You're just coming at an angle like that, which is kind of nice, kind of a different. Challenging for me, especially. We're still a little high. Bring down that airspeed. There we go, we're on it. I'm going to put just a little bit of thrust in. I don't want our speed to drop too much. Bring it down now. Alright, down with ease. Didn't bounce at that time. Had a couple of bouncers lately.
Cessna, turn next taxiway.
Alright, alright. Get off the runway for them. Right here. Hope they don't make us taxi way down straight ahead. Kind of like taxiing over here. But see the
Cessna, contact ground on 121.9er.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that.
121.9er for Cessna.
Get up ground. We're going to parking.
Juneau ground, Cessna, taxi.
Landing lights and strobe come off.
Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Flaps retracted. Acknowledge that. Turn on the progressive taxi. Over here. Yeah.
Taxiway Charlie Alpha Charlie 1 Cessna.
Yeah, what in the hell? There are supposed to be static vehicles over in here. Because we used to fly, remember we came up here with the Airbus planes a lot. The A321, I think, is what we flew a lot. And we used to park over here, and there's all kinds of static vehicles over there. Where are they? I don't know where they are. See, that is I think at Homer, they have disappeared too. Which is disappointing. I don't know if World of AI, I don't think World of AI conflicts with them because, like I say, they're static with the airport and with OrbX. See, OrbX has their own World of AI type of thing too, but they don't have the commercial airliners here in the United States. Just have general aviation type stuff. They only have commercial aviation for like I'm wanting to say Australia and maybe one other place. So that kind of sucks. We can't really use them. Although up here we're not really seeing anything. But in my other series, I want to see some planes. See, there's one plane over there, but at FedEx, but that's not an OrbX plane either. Looks like that's probably a World of AI type plane. stop right here. I think that's about where they said to. Okay. We'll let her go up a little bit then. Go ahead and off the taxi light, prop auto heat, torpedo heat. Yeah, flaps are retracted. Alright, we'll stop right here. Parking brake goes on. Cut the power. Or fuel, I guess I should say. Nav and beacon are going off. Generators going off. Avionics and battery. Tank selectors, you're off as well. So that should be everything. I don't know what that was. It's just snow. It's so weird. And it sounds like the engine is still running. I don't know why. Yeah, that's not World. That's got to be World of AI, not Orb X. And there's usually some float planes. There might be one over there. Looks like the float planes are still there, lined up, but that makes me think that World of AI would conflict, because World of AI doesn't do anything with float planes, obviously. But yeah, the static vehicles are from Orb X. I wonder if that does mess with them a little bit. It's kind of a bummer if it does. There's some kind of conflict. Alright, well, we are in Juneau. Like I said, the next flight, I think we're going to go out to Bella Coola in Canada. But that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.